Hey, hey! Guess who got a new camera? Hello everybody! It's your friend and host, the Other Apprentice here, and welcome to today's video. I hope everyone's having a wonderful summer so far. It is a great one, is it not? The weather's been perfect. Now, as for me, myself, personally, I have recently just come back from 2 consecutive trips. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. I don't know where I get the vacation time either. But I did come back with quite a haul of goodies, and that is exactly what we're going to be doing today. This is my very first haul video, so I don't exactly know how this works, and I don't want to make it I don't want to seem like I'm showing off or anything, but I've seen other people do this, and I just thought, well, this is probably one of the biggest hauls that I've come home with. So I figure, why not? Yeah. So, without any further ado, let's begin. The very first stop that we made on this vacation, for family reunion purposes, was Orlando, Florida, home to the Walt Disney World Parks and Resorts. And while I was there, I probably spent just a little bit more than I probably should have, but seeing how there is the big Beauty and the Beast anniversary collection coming out this year, I had to splurge and give in and say, okay, I am not missing it this year, so I did happen to grab a Lumiere light-up figure. And for those of you who don't know how this works, all you gotta do is just flick the little button on the bottom, and voila, he lights up. And the little flames here do flicker as a simulated candle would. And for those of you who might follow me on the social medias, particularly my DeviantArt, you might know that I did try and recreate this a while back, but it didn't look as good as this. I'm just gonna try and grab the one that I made just to compare them really quickly. And whoa, that is kind of freaky. They're practically the same size. I promise you I did not know the measurements when I made this, so that's a little freaky, but I guess that says something on my part, I don't know. In addition to Lumiere, I also caved in and bought an actual Cogsworth working wooden clock. Now unfortunately he is not quite wind up as he is in the movie. He is powered by one AA battery, which kind of feels a little too, you know, but at least he works, fully functional. The pendulum does swing back and forth, and of course you can tell the time given by the expression on his face. And you can open that up and, sir, close that at once, do you mind? Sorry. But he looks great. With the gold finish on him and on Lumiere, they're going to be the perfect additions to my decor, I can tell you that. And lastly, but not leastly, from the Beauty and the Beast collection, I also happened to pick up a little chip. Of course, I had to. I mean, he's just so adorable. And he does have the little chip right here on the brim. Not a real one, but he looks great, and as if I didn't have enough mugs already. I really wish that I could find a Mrs. Potts. They just sold out just as I got there. And I can't find her online, so hopefully I'm not going to have to wait another 5 years for them to release her, but who knows. The campaign is still early, so maybe they'll re-release her once they get her back in stock. Speaking of teacups, you could say that I went a little mad, and also kind of pushed my luck in buying one of the Mad teacups. I really wish that I could have bought all the ones of the different colors. That way I could have just put them on a turntable and spun it, and then I would have had my homegrown attraction. I'm glad to have it, and what I really love is that the detail in here, they even have where the door would be. That's great. That's honestly great. You don't see that on a mug. You really don't. So I really got to voice my appreciation for that. I'm just glad that they finally made these, you know? I always wanted one of these, and now I have one, so hooray! I can celebrate my unbirthday properly with one of those. Yes, yes. Moving on, those of you who know me personally may or may not be aware that I am a huge Journey into the Imagination fan. So, that being said, I finally got myself a Figment hat, complete with little wings and rainbow brim. It's lovely. I always wanted one of these, so finally you said, you know what? I'm gonna get me one of these, and now I did. And doesn't look too bad on me. Of course, I'm not wearing my Figment shirt, but I'm sure one day when I do, this will go great with the outfit. So, wonderful. And I also happened to grab another Figment plush for myself. Now, I feel really bad, because if we could just keep this between us, I'm kind of hoping to one day cosplay the Dreamfinder in Figment, and to do that, I would require a functioning Figment puppet. And seeing how they don't really make those anymore, it's like they say, if you can't find it, make it. And, well, needless to say, if anybody out there knows how to make puppets, please, please, please contact me, because I do not want to mangle this guy without knowing what I'm doing. But he's so cute, and he's so soft and plush and huggable. I love him. But don't tell my other Figment plush that this guy is here, okay? We do not need a dual Buzz Lightyear situation happening all over again. No, thank you. And with the last bit from the Journey into the Imagination with Figment, I also got an ornament that doesn't seem to be here right now. Oh yes, there he is! Disappearing and reappearing like the real Figment would. A little Christmas ornament, and of course, you know, I never have enough ornaments from the parks, which I constantly kick myself for. Not my fault, I don't have the money for them, so you know how that is. But in this case, I just couldn't pass up the opportunity to buy one of these. And he's so cute! And he's gonna look great on my tree this year. I can tell you that much. He's gonna look absolutely fantastic next to all the others. And really, I mean, how often do you have Disney park characters hanging on your tree? Unless you're like me and insist on having even the most obscure characters hanging on your tree, so bravo to you. Not to mention, I happen to find a Dreamfinder plate. How amazing is that? You don't even see anything related to the Dreamfinder anymore, which is really sad aside from the comics, but this is just... I didn't have any words for this. I wanted to buy the entire set of Disney Park related plates, but I was only allowed one, so as you can see, I chose the one with Epcot's long forgotten father figure. While we're still on the subject of Epcot, after years of searching, I finally picked up an Orange Bird plush. Look at him. Isn't he adorable?
It's so cute!
Oh, and in case it wasn't obvious, I happen to be a humongous oncer. That is a Once Upon a Time fan. And at the end of the Journey into the Imagination with Figment ride, I may or may not have stopped by the photo booth and had this made. I don't think it looks too bad. It could be better. I think my face should have been facing a little bit more towards the right and my chin a bit angled downwards. But overall, I like it. Now, as far as t-shirts are concerned, this was another piece of merchandise that I was really hoping to grab for myself for quite some time now. It's a Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs shirt with Doc on it saying, "Trust me, I'm a doctor." Of course, he wouldn't quite saying it like that, but you know, it's a force of habit. A lot of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. Doctor Who crossover with Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I want to see that now. I also happened to grab another shirt that I've been looking to pick up for quite some time. This Ride the Rails shirt. And it's really, I mean, I love trains. I almost forgot. I can't say that without something popping off the screen, can I? And finally, I wanted to pick up a Hercules t-shirt that says I'm kind of a big deal, but they didn't really have that anymore. So I picked up a replacement. That happened to be a Pirates of the Caribbean shirt with all the little artworks and concept pieces from Mark Davis himself on one t-shirt. That by itself is awesome. Whoop! Swimming trunks. I don't do a lot of swimming. And of course, no Disney park haul is complete without at least getting some pins, right? Now these are mostly gifts, but I did happen to pick up some of these for myself. And just because that might be the end of the official park haul, that doesn't mean that I didn't also bring some things from Disney Springs. Most specifically, Cirque du Soleil La Nuba. Now you guys know me. I am absolutely mad about hats. So of course I picked up a couple of the zaniest hats that I can find, plus one for my girlfriend, which I gave away, so I probably won't be able to showcase it here. But it was one of those little lovely hat bands that kind of looked like Taryn Hightop's hat, only on a smaller scale and on a headband that you could put around your head. Anyway, in addition to that, I just had to try and take home the wonderful experience that I had that night. Even if it wasn't quite as interactive as I might like it, I did happen to pick up a DVD of the performance, and while I've yet to watch it, I'm sure if it's anything like the performance that I saw, it's going to be great. And to top it all off, I happened to pick up another little bird, a petit oiseau. Isn't she adorable? Quite by surprise, I also happened to receive this as a gift from my friend, Mark Brown, whose channel will be located here, and if you're watching on mobile, then you will find his channel on the description. He and I did happen to collaborate in a video that will be posted in the near future, I can tell you that. And it's going to be quite fun, so please do keep a lookout out for that. It's a Darth Vader self-stirring coffee mug. And I don't really drink coffee, but I'm kind of getting more into the habit of it. And, push the button on the handle and watch the mug mixes and stirs your drink, all using the power of the Force. Thank you so much for this, Mark. I can't tell you how much I appreciate this. I mean, really, this is gonna come in really handy in this house. That just about does it for the Orlando haul, but we're not through yet. After a quick pit stop in Alabama to visit my grandma, my next stop was New Orleans. And yes, I will be posting a video to highlight the highlights of that trip, perhaps in the form of a song? But as of right now, let's just take a look-see at what I bought. And boy did I buy more than I should have, again. Let me tell you, lots of boas. Lots of boas. I've just noticed that I've gotten a lot of bird-related things on this trip. Beads, because of course, you know, you can't have a good Mardi Gras party without beads, and a lot of my beads have unfortunately come undone, but thankfully, not to worry, I'm covered for a good long while. In addition to that, I did happen to pop into one of the local voodoo marts and pick up this cute little token because, of course, when in Rome, yes, he is made in China, so unfortunately he was not made in Haiti, but come on. I had to pick something up. And somebody wouldn't let me pick up any talismans. Ugh. I also did happen to pick up a few more practical accessories. I'm not just an actor who loves theatrics and is way too over-animated for his own good. You could say I'm also a bit of a mask aficionado. Maybe not as big as I am for hats, but that's not to say that I didn't pick a few masks up that would suit my steampunk-loving needs perfectly. And if you think that's cool, wait till you see this bad boy. Huh? Huh? Of course that may affect the visibility a little bit, but who cares? It looks so cool! And while I was down there, I may or may not have dropped by the very first annual Steampunk Ball in New Orleans. Now that is what I call good timing, my friends. Really good timing. But despite that, we're still not through yet. I know, right? Now some of you may be asking, why New Orleans? Well, the food is great, the place is practically frozen in time, the people there are so nice, so it really shouldn't be any surprise that New Orleans is one of my favorite cities. But in addition to it being an eating adventure, it also happened to be the place where my long-distance relationship girlfriend and I happened to meet up in person for the very first time. Now, of course, long-distance relationships aren't easy, and it doesn't take anyone who's actually been in one to know that. Given that this was our first time meeting, I think showering each other in gifts was pretty much a must. Now, usually I'm the one that likes to shower my significant other in lots and lots of gifts, but this was probably one of the first times in recent memory that I've actually been spoiled upon. So, if she's watching, I hope she doesn't mind if I kind of show off some of the things that she was able to give me. Keep in mind, what's in this box has been a collection of long overdue gifts from certain parts of the year. So there are going to be things from Valentine's Day and birthday gifts and Christmas and everything all in one box. So let's open her up and see what we've got inside. Just to clarify, I already know what's in here, but just to show you good people. And first, we have some Pokemon plushies. A little Karamatsu and Dedenne. Now, some of you may or may not know, but I'm kind of an on and off Pokemon fan. And before anybody asks, yes, I am playing Go. And no, I'm not going to tell you what team I'm on. But my girlfriend is quite the Pokemon fanatic. So when she found out that I'm absolutely in love with the X and Y anime, she took it upon herself to buy these cute little things just for me. And I love them. Here these are. So cute. Thank you so much, darling. We also have, of course, a teddy bear holding a heart from Valentine's Day. It says, to Zora, with a little heart next to it. These next few items may not be cuddly, but they sure are cute. This, for example, a pop vinyl Baymax keychain. This will actually go quite nicely with another little item I'm about to showcase in a little while, along with a deck box, which is going to be really great for me to store all of my newly acquired and old acquired Sorcerer of the Magic Kingdom cards. And she even went so far as to buy me a Mr. Mime card, knowing full well that Mr. Mime is my favorite Pokemon, so that was above and beyond the call of duty. Thank you so much. As well as a necklace and a Peter Pan in silhouette button. Now, I don't really collect a lot of buttons, but this was originally her favorite button from her own collection. But knowing how much I loved Peter Pan, she decided to give it to me, and I have no words for how sweet that is. Again, thank you. The cream of the crop of the whole thing, though, personally, must be this Alice in Wonderland working pocket watch. I think it's from Hot Topic, or High Intensity, but wherever it's from, it is gorgeous, because I don't know if you can see, but there's that little Alice and White Rabbit silhouette work. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And of course you can count on the fact that I was able to shower her in gifts of my own as well. Now there is one more thing that I do want to showcase before I end this video, and that would be... Now there is one more thing that I would like to showcase before I go ahead and end this video, and that is this little fella. A portable charger in the form of a pop vinyl Funko Baymax that you can carry around in your pocket or in your purse or backpack or wherever. And you know, it's really good too, because my phone has just been not very good with battery, so this will definitely come in handy. Although, I guess I don't really need to worry about that anymore, seeing how my phone, along with all the pictures and videos and memories, has unfortunately died for good. But I did happen to get a new one, so that may not really count towards the whole haul thing, but it is new stuff, and of course I did get a new camera, and hopefully I will be coming into a great deal of new equipment soon, to help with a few educational purposes as well as recreational purposes as far as technology goes. But there you have it, folks. That would be my entire haul from this whole trip. Sorry if I seemed like I was showing off too much, but when you have all this new great stuff, you kind of get excited. So, with all that being said and done, I hope the rest of you all have a wonderful summer, and until next time, I am Zora, the other apprentice, and I'll be seeing you real soon. I think these two are going to get along just fine. Hello, I am Baymax.
Hello, I am also Baymax. Hello, I am also Baymax.